Do I tell someone I accidentally gave them something they don't eat for religious reasons? I've vegetarian for 16 years. And 6 of those have been vegan. I wouldn't want to know, personally, if you went to all that effort, and you didn't know yourself. You did the right thing already. Also, gelatin isn't usually an allergen and shouldn't make most people sick. I think you're better off letting it go and keeping it in mind for the future. I don't know what religion your friend is, but from what I know of Judaism at least, it's not a big deal if you accidentally eat something that isn't kosher. So you're not like damning her to hell or anything. I wouldn't tell her. Like someone else said, nothing good can come of it. Just be more mindful next time. If it's Islam, there's no sin upon them because your intention is important. If by accident, no sin. Though if you tell them they may freak out depending on the type of person they are. No, don't tell her. No good will come of it. I've been vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian at different times in my life. I'd rather just not know. It's not like you can go back in time and fix anything. So I'd just say ignorance is bliss and move on. There really is no point in telling them ignorance is bliss. I'm betting they've probably had marshmallow product in the past before on accident. Hell, stuff like cold foam at Starbucks has egg whites in it, so there is just a lot of accidental consumption. Don't. This is one of those times when keeping the information is the least harmful choice. There is nothing you or your friend can do about it anymore. They'll just feel bad and no good will come of it. My pretty deeply religious Hindu father-in-law came to visit my parents in Turkey, the land of kebabs. And when he and my husband were sitting at a restaurant by themselves, being unable to understand the menu completely, my husband ordered him some kebab that was definitely beef. Afterwards he asked me if it was beef. We decided never to tell his dad that he ate beef. SHT happens. It's not intentional. I was being very careful to separate their food and order for them carefully. But it's just a one-time mistake and there is no point in making the person feel bad about it. We should just be even more careful going forward. As a side note, not all marshmallows have gelatin. There are vegan ones. Dandy's brand and others. Trader Joe's also have vegan marshmallows. I am a celiac and lactose intolerant. I was accidentally sickened so many times I stop eating anything someone else cooks for me. Unless it's my spouse or a professional chef in a dedicated gluten-free kitchen. Telling me wouldn't help. I've already eaten it and already suffered the consequences. An apology in that case would be sweet, but unnecessary since you wouldn't have done it on purpose. For what it's worth, anyone who trusts their strict diet, due to allergy or religion, to the honor system like this has to expect that accidents will happen. People who don't follow certain diets don't usually know all the ins and outs, or places certain ingredients hide. If there isn't a health reason, like an allergy, to disclose allergens, and you made these goodies in good faith as a kindness to someone, I think it's okay to let it go, unless it will actually cause physical harm. What they don't know won't hurt them. Lactuvo-vegetarian who doesn't eat gelatin here. Gelatin isn't vegan, but vegetarians are split on it. Many don't have a problem eating it. Also, some religions specifically draw a distinction in how the gelatin was sourced. From pork or fish, for example. So it may or may not actually make a difference to her. You were very kind to make accommodations for her diet and to be forthright so that she could make an informed decision. It's up to her to take it from there. It sounds like she draws her line at eggs. And if she drew it somewhere else, it was on her to check before she put it into her body. Given that she didn't, I suspect she's fine with gelatin. I don't think you need to proactively tell her after the fact. I wouldn't expect you to tell me. Obviously, be honest if she proactively asks though. You offered to show her the ingredients list. She refused. It's water under the bridge. Don't bring it up now. Just be more careful in future. She said if there's no eggs she should be fine and happily took them. Then that's on her. Do I tell her now that they're probably eaten, or do I just let it go and avoid making anything with them in it for her in future? The latter. There is no positive that can come from telling them. You offered an ingredients list, and she declined. That is the end of your concern. If you offered the ingredient list and they declined, then their concern high. Why is it on your mind so much? Not to be rude, but perhaps they didn't even eat the treats? I know several people who never eat other people's food. I've been practicing vegetarianism and veganism for ethical reasons on and off for the past 10 years, give or take. I personally wouldn't want to know. It would honestly just really stress me out and make me feel like I can't trust anything. Things like that are really hard for somebody practicing vegetarianism for any reason. It can't be undone. It also wasn't a dramatic problem. I know some people who practice vegetarianism or veganism, when they suddenly eat something that's made from an animal, they can get really sick, but it depends on how much they eat and what they ate. I personally, from what you've said, don't think that the person ate enough to cause a problem. The only issue would come now as if you told them. Former Hindu here. Don't feel bad. If it's Hinduism, a loose collection of philosophical ideas, there's no problem. As a Brahmin, I accidentally ate meat as a kid. We were supposed to be vegetarian, but include eggs and dairy. At the end of the day, if there's no issue due to allergies, what's the harm? You'll only be making someone feel bad for doing something unknowingly. The action had no ill intent. It's really sweet of you to consider her diet in your baking. As a vegan, I'd rather not know. It would just make her feel bad. There's no benefit in telling her. I'm vegan. Don't tell her. She doesn't really want to know. You did your best. You tried. The thing's already done. If she's well and happy, and you're well and happy, just let it go. Otherwise you're just making a bunch of trouble for everybody. You know. Just live and learn. Next time you'll know about the marshmallows. Marshmallow cream is usually vegetarian. Marshmallows usually are not. So if you used the cream, it's probably fine anyway. If you didn't, I still agree it's better just not to mention it at this point. And what would be the positive outcome if you told her? Unless there's a health risk, what they don't know won't hurt them.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.